Welcome back to Your Waters and Woodlands with Keith Adcock. This is part 2 of establishing an orchard. We're planting this tree and start with the basic tools. You never know what kind of soil you're going to be digging into till you get down in there, really, unless you've done your location homework. So, a pair of post hole diggers and a spade. That goes a long way. So, we have the tree in the hole. This is a Dunstan Chestnut. This is a tree started from seed. We bought it in a container. So what you want is your hole basically twice the size of this container. And if you look down here, you see the surface of the ground level is lower than the pot. So that's what you want. And it doesn't matter that's that high because we can build a mound of dirt around it. What you don't want is for that tree to sink down, because once it rains and the soil starts getting a little bit more compacted, this whole root ball here will sink down, and if it gets any lower than where it is right here, it could kill that tree. So the other tools, said in the previous video, water is a huge thing. When you plant a tree, you typically want 5 gallons of water. Okay, so if you don't have water that's accessible, you order your gator bag, you go ahead and get that set in place, and then you get this water out of a creek bed or whatever. So we got this water from the water hose, but I could easily go down there to the creek and pull it up here. So 5-gallon bucket, digging tools, and when you plant, you're going to go ahead and gently pull that out. And I set it over here to the side. If you look here, I'm just going to break this up. Okay, it's all right, you get a little rough with it, that's okay. Down here in the bottom, it's got a tap root, and you probably can't see it, but don't break that, whatever you do. You can break all this up, turn it around. You're going to get a little dirty. The dirt's good for you. They got studies that show that dirt's good for the bacteria in dirt. It's good for your brain health, and it's good to ingest a little bit of it. It's not going to kill you. It's only going to make you stronger. You can break up some of these little side roots here, and that's okay. You kind of want them coming out because they've been growing in a circle. So you want them coming out so they can start getting established into the soil a little bit better. Break that up real good. Now what this just did also was it made this root ball a lot shorter. So we had it in the container, and now see, we're at ground level, but I want to bring that up some. So I'm going to take some of this topsoil that was here, go ahead and throw all those roots and stuff down in that hole, and all that's going to be slow release fertilizer as it breaks down into decomposed organic matter. Those roots shouldn't grow back out of this hole. Break it up real good. So you can obviously use a tool. Now we're above the surface of the soil. Next thing I do is start filling in this old stuff that was in the pot. And turn that grass over, break this stuff up. You have to get back here with this tool. Start breaking this stuff up. Now Tristan, when you join the Army, this is pretty much what you're going to be doing, is digging foxholes or sandbags. It's a lot of fun. If your fingers, when you're in the Army, infantry, or Army in general, if your fingers they don't look like hamburger meat, you're not doing it correctly. That's supposed to be fun.
That was funny.
All right, so just building this up, kind of packing it in. And we have plenty of rain coming, but I'm still going to put 5 gallons of water on this if it sinks down, which it's not. I've done this hundreds of times. But, you know, you're gonna lose some trees. So this tree, another thing you wanna make sure, is this tree self-pollinating or do I need a pollinator? This Dunstan needs a pollinator. That being said, you're gonna have to have a second tree. Well, there's a rule of thumb. If you want 2 trees, you probably need to buy 6 trees. If you want 10 trees, you better buy 20. Or plant 20. Alright. Because things are going to happen. God's going to do what God's going to do. Mother Nature. And you're not going to stop it. And this tree already has a stake to it. You can be a little rough with it, it's okay. We're going to bring this dirt on out, and I'll bring it right to the edge or where my, maybe a few more inches in, and start creating a moat around it on the actual surface of the soil. It stops erosion. And get that all around there. You know, we got a sucker root here, and I'll show you guys what to do to that in another video. So we're just creating a moat. Here's a worm. It's a good thing. It's a good sign. And we're just going to stop the erosion with this moat. Do everything you can to give this tree its best fighting chance. So I've got the tree. Yeah, it's a little oddball here. You know, it's not sturdy in the ground. It's not going to be just yet. We got to stake it up. We'll show you that in the next segment. And now we're just going to lightly get some water in there. Let it sit. Let it soak in. Water is the most important thing of this project, because it works all the air bubbles out from around the root ball. You don't want any air bubbles around the root ball, because air will cause this tree to be susceptible to disease and fungus and things like that. We'll work this in. We may have to get some dirt somewhere else, because we want a mound effect. We want all these roots covered. So as that water seeps in, what we're going to do is slowly pour it until all this bucket's gone. All right, that's all we got for this part. Next part, we're going to talk about helping the tree stay established and staking the tree down.